Hey, tonight we close out the regular season of the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel, the basketball season, with a battle of the brothers, Mountain Crest and Ridgeline. Mountain Crest comes in at 5-17, Ridgeline 17-5. These two teams played a whale of a game. It went overtime just a couple of weeks ago up in Millville. Mountain Crest had an 8-point lead in the fourth quarter in that ball game. Ridgeline able to come through though and win that ball game in overtime by 6 points. Ridgeline has 4 players that average double figures, so they can really get things going. Mountain Crest, a young team. At any one time, they could be playing 3 sophomores at the same time on the court. So they're a team going through some growing pains right now as they work to put a winning product back on the court. Can they pull the upset tonight against Ridgeline? We're going to find out on the Game of the Week.
Feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh.
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. You've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
I talked with Coach Chandler Smith earlier today about his team and about this season for the Mustangs, and we talked a little bit about how when Coach Smith first started out, he took over a squad that had a lot of young players, and they played a lot of young players every game, and they took their lumps. 4 wins that first year. The next year, they advanced on to 6 or 7 wins, and then last year, they had 14, 15 wins, a winning season as those teams matured. Well, they've kind of started that over again. He was hoping that maybe that they could keep that going, but they've had to kind of start over with some younger players again this year. They've taken some of their lumps, although he said, you know, we just try to do it the Mountain Crest way with the Mountain Crest mentality. Play tough, play hard, and play together as we work towards becoming a better team. We'll see if they can pull the upset tonight against Ridgeline.
Say the word base.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music, music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. We're at Mountain Crest High School where tonight the Mustangs play host to the Ridgeline Riverhawks on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Eric Olson along with you for the final regular season game of the 24-25 basketball season. Mountain Crest 5-17, 2-9 in region. Ridgeline 17-5, 9-2 in region. Starting lineups, first for Ridgeline, Dawson Lowe, the 5'11 senior, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists per game. Tyler Jackman will run with him, the 6'3 senior, 10 points, 3 rebounds per ball game. Harrison Putnam, averaging 10 and 3, is a 6'3 senior. Had a pretty good game last week against Green Canyon. Cam Earl, 5 points, 2 rebounds, a 6'1 junior. Hit a handful of 3-pointers last week. Cade Barrett at 6'4", he's a sophomore. Gets the start, and they'll turn off the lights at Mountain Crest.
For your Mountain Crest Mustangs.
Three sophomores get an awful lot of playing time for this Mountain Crest team. Kind of midway through the season, they kind of changed up the lineup. We'll see who they play tonight on senior night. Number 3, Trey Cooper gets the nod, the 6-foot senior, 5 points, 2 rebounds. Dale Mueller, another senior, number 5, at 6 feet tall.
Number 11, Parker
Andrus, 10 points, 6 rebounds. He's a 6'4 senior in the top 10 in rebounding in 4A for big number 11.
Number 23,
Nico Dimitrikov, 6'4 senior, 9 points, 4 rebounds per game on the season.
And number 24,
And Tayton Martinson,
Martinson,
the 6'1 senior, 6 points, 3 rebounds as they go with the all-senior starting lineup. Like I said, they kind of changed some things up midway through the season. They were starting Noah Corden and Easton Pugmire, a couple sophomores. Jackson Brands was a sophomore getting a lot of time, and I'm sure they'll still get a lot of time tonight. But it is senior night, so they're going to let the seniors, an all-senior lineup, start this ball game. There's 5 of them. They're all going to be out there for Mountain Crest. Ridgeline lost to Green Canyon. And won on Wednesday. Mountain Crest lost to Skyview 59-46 on Wednesday. Dimitrikov with 12 in that one. Mustangs have lost 4 in a row. Looking to end the regular season with a dub. Dimitrikov and Putnam will tip. Lowe handles. Lowe, great story. Cancer survivor and having a heck of a season. Looked like he thought about a long 3. Instead, he drives and dishes. They look down inside. Double team, but going up strong is Barrett, but Barrett can't get it to go, and it's rebounded by the Mustangs. Cooper handing it off to Andrus. Martinson. Here comes to get it. Dimitrikov down low to Andrus. He goes to work on that low block, but there's nothing there. Good defense by the Riverhawks. They go high post to Dimitrikov. He works on Barrett. Won't go. An offensive rebound by Martinson. Throws it out front to Andrus. Andrus is fouled on the drive. Is it going to be Lowe or is it going to be Putnam? They're going to give it to Lowe.
fouls on number 1, Dawson Lowe. His first team foul.
They throw it into the backcourt. We played just over a minute. We're scoreless here in Hyrum. Martinson gets into the lane, pushes it up and in. Martinson makes it 2-0 Mountain Crest. Putnam throws it to the corner. Back into Putnam. Andrus knocks it away, and a foul call as the Mustangs were off to the races. This near side official says, hang on. And Andrus gets called for over the back. So Lowe will trigger inbounds. Looks for Putnam, has him in the corner. Andrus checking him on the baseline. Earl looking for the roll from Barrett. Barrett doesn't roll, so give it up to Lowe. Lowe all the way to the rim. Ties the ball game. Andrus working on Putnam. Putnam puts his hands out to stop him, and he's rung up for a foul. Two defensive possessions, 2 fouls for Ridgeline. That the first on Putnam. Lowe got the other one on the last possession. Dimitrikov gives back to Andrus. And Andrus to Cooper. Long 3 on the way. Good! Hale Muir finding the range. 5-2 Mountain Crest. Hand off to Putnam. Jackman steps on the line. Turnover. And the Mustangs will get it back, leading 5-2 with 5:32 to play in the first period here in Hyrum. Dimitrikov hands it off to Muir. Cooper, step back, 3 on the way. Short off the front of the iron, rebounded by Earl. Earl throws it away as Martinson with the quick hands. Martinson then gives it away himself. Out of bounds, looked like it was off Low, but they give it back to the Riverhawks. 2 turnovers apiece for these teams. We've played just short of 3 minutes in this first period. 5-2 Mountain Crest. Low down the lane, draw and kick. Jackman's 3, trying to tie it up, doesn't. Barrett misses on the tip back. He'd love to have that one back. This was a little too hard. And here come the Mustangs. Martinson, cross court. Muir, 3! Kale Muir gets the start tonight. 6 points in the early going, and it's 8-2 Mountain Crest. Jackman down the lane, pull up for 2. Jackman quiets the crowd a little bit. Big crowd here for this ball game tonight. This is probably the top rivalry, at least for Mountain Crest. It was an acrimonious one when these two teams first split, unfortunately. Things are kind of settling down now. Curl, 3, booyah! Cooper puts down the 3rd triple of this quarter for Mountain Crest, and it's an 11-4 lead. Block at the other end, and Martinson got some leather, but got some arm. That was Dimitrikov, pardon me. His first second-team foul. Pinocci and Brenchley getting set to check in for Ridgeline as Lowe hits the first. Pinocci didn't play last week. He's coming off a hand injury. Number 3, a 6'4" junior. Lowe hits them both. He's got 4 points, and it's a 5-point Mountain Crest lead with 3:50 to play in the first quarter. 11-6 Mustangs. Muir and Andrus playing catch. Andrus down the lane, all the way to the rim. Hop and skip and jump and score, and Parker Andrus makes it 13-6 Mountain Crest. 3.5 to play in the first quarter. Jackman spins baseline, and he's fouled. Let's see if it was on the shot. Martinson picks it up, and it was before the shot, they said. Martinson's first. They're calling it tight here in Hyrum. Lowe looks in. Into Pinocci, puts it up and in. So Pinocci back in action. You can see his hand, his left hand, how it's all wrapped up there. I was told it was a broken hand that he's had. He missed a little bit of time. Back tonight. 3 on the way, short, rebounded by Martinson. Put it back up and in. Martinson has 4, and it's 15-8 Mountain Crest. Under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Lowe looking in, can't find anybody as he works on Cooper. Hands it off to Earl. Earl to the rack. Sling it up, won't go. Martinson with another rebound. Here comes Andrus and the Mustangs. Andrus all the way in as he spins to his left. Good defense by Pinocci. I think he got a piece of it. Lowe in the corner to Brenchley. 3, short. Pinocci fighting for the board. Gets it back, lays it in softly. Pinocci with 4 off the bench. A 15-10 ball game as we approach the 2-minute mark of this first quarter. Mountain Crest with the lead. Muir hands back to Dimitrikov. He tries for 3, can't get it, and Andrus just picked up his second foul going over the back. And Coach Smith now has a decision to make, and it doesn't take him long. Andrus is going to have to sit down. Puckmeyer will come in for him. Puckmeyer, the big sophomore, 6'5". A little bit bigger than Andrus, but not as experienced. Coach Smith telling me he's still growing. He said he's very athletic, but sometimes it doesn't look like it. He's kind of growing so fast. He's still growing into his body as Lowe gets all the way to the rim. 6 for Lowe, and it's a 3-point ball game with 1:45 to play in the first period. Mountain Crest with the lead. High post to Dimitrikov. Mountain Crest has been hot from beyond the arc, but they've missed their last couple. Dimitrikov all the way in. Fake the handoff and then turn to the rim. All the way in, easy does it from the right side. Every starter has scored for Mountain Crest. Putnam spinning to his left, has it blocked. Grabbed by Barrett, he can't score. Now Jackman in trouble, slings it out front to Brenchley. Jackman looking in for Barrett. Instead, he gives it off to Lowe, who looks to the bench. 7 on the shot clock. Lowe's going to take it himself, put it on the glass, miss it. Rebound by Dimitrikov. Lowe hit the deck, but no foul called. We're under a minute to play now in the first period. 17-12 Mountain Crest. Martinson slings it into Dimitrikov. Steps to his left, puts it up and in. No! Brand's got a finger on it. It's offensive goaltending. That was going to go in anyway. So instead of a 7-point lead, the Mustangs get the turnover, and with 39.9 left in the first quarter clock, Ridgeline trying to cut into that 5-point Mountain Crest lead. About a 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock as Lowe stands in the center circle to dribble it over. The clock down. 15 on the shot clock. Cooper comes out. Now the handoff to Jackman. 8-7 on the shot clock. Here we go. Jackman baseline. Putnam out to Jackman. Jackman doesn't get rid of it. It's a shot clock violation. And with 4 seconds to play in the first period, Mountain Crest will get a chance at the final shot. Mason Smith, the junior, checks in for Mountain Crest as Cooper sits down. Smith fires away at the buzzer. It's too hard and off to the right. 17-12, Mountain Crest leading Ridgeline at the end of 1 here on the Game of the Week. Is that Billy Joel? Still rock and roll? There you go. We like our music here on the Valley Channel. You know who else likes music and knows everything about it? KSM Music, a Game of the Week sponsor. Ask them about their punch cards, but they have just about everything you need musically. They're more than just a store, they're a community for musicians. Quality instruments, affordable rentals, lessons to hone your skills. Check them out at KSM Music. That's 2 M's in the middle, ksmmusic.com. KSM Music, a Game of the Week sponsor. A couple of other games tonight in Region 11 play. Logan's at Skyview, Green Canyon at Westfield. Green Canyon, of course, #1 in 4A, #1 on the RPI. They will get a first-round bye, as will Ridgeline. In fact, they're the only two that were from the region will get a first-round bye. Skyview, again, this can change between now and tomorrow when the final RPI comes out. Right now, it's looking like Skyview will be the only Valley team to get a home game in the Wednesday first-round game. So Wednesday night's the first round. Second round is Saturday afternoon, the 15th. Wednesday night, the 13th. Excuse me, the 12th. And then they go down to UVU for the quarters through the finals the following week. Mountain Crest leads 17-12. Get ready to start the second period. And Mountain Crest will trigger in. Three on the way for the Mustangs. They've been hot from beyond the arc. In that first quarter, they had 3 triples, none for Ridgeline. That one's short. Mountain Crest has missed on their last 3, so cooling down from long range. Low in the corner, 3 on the way. Too hard, rebound fought for, and we got a foul going the other way. That was Stockton Hansen. Firing that up. Number 4 in the ball game for Ridgeline. So it's Hansen, Lowe, Putnam, Jackman, and Earl for Ridgeline. Smith, Muir, Martinson with the ball, Dimitrikov, and Pugmire, who now has the ball. Up top to Smith. Smith, little floating 1-footer, taken out of the air by Pugmire, and the whistle blows, and that one's going to be on Ridgeline. It's going to be on Putnam. Putnam has 2. That's 2 team fouls now. Cooper back into the game, and Martinson will sit. Out front, Smith looking for Pugmire. It's taken away by Putnam. Putnam all the way in. Put it up and in. So the turnover on the inbounds play. That's 4 turnovers for Mountain Crest. It's a 3-point ball game. It's 17-14. Ridgeline down by as many as 7. Clawing their way back into this one. Muir hands it back to Dimitrikov. Now to Cooper. Won't go. Rebounded by Ridgeline as Mountain Crest has gone cold. Lowe loses the handle, picks it back up. Earl's got range. 3 is good, and we're tied at 17. Six and a half to play in the first half. A 17-17 ball game in Hyrum. Smith dribbles out of trouble. Kicks it back in the corner to Cooper. Cooper gives it up. Kind of a wild shot falling out of bounds by Muir. It goes over the basket, and now we're going the other way. Jackman back to Earl. Is he hot? No. Hot or not? Not. Pinocchi, though, steals away the rebound. And 1 for Jackman off of the steal. That's going to be on Smith. So Jackman gives Ridgeline the lead as they dig out of a 7-point hole and now take a 2-point lead, and Jackman with a chance to make it a 3-point lead. Mountain Crest has not been to the free throw line here in this first half. Ridgeline is 2 of 3 after that miss, and it's going to stay here on the rebound. Noah Corden, number 1, into the ball game. Another one of those sophomores. So Corden and Pugmire. We've been starting about half the season, and they gave all seniors a start tonight. Now they're on the floor together. Corden, a big game last time these two teams played. He had 23 points. Low, fancy dribbling through traffic, gets to the rim, and he's got 8. 4-point lead for Ridgeline, 21-17. 3 on the way, good! Cooper with his second 3, headband. Stopping the bleeding. Earl trying to make another cut, and he does. So the bleeding starting again for Mountain Crest. Earl with back-to-back 3s. 24-20 Ridgeline. 5 minutes to play in the half. Corden. Shut off. Dimitrikov tries to give it to Corden. Pugmire picks it up. 3 for Pugmire. Good. 24-23. And here's a turnover. 3rd of the night for the Riverhawks. And they have a chance, Mountain Crest does, to take the lead back. Smith rocks back, Euro step, miss it, rebound fought for. Pugmire knocks it out of bounds. That should be Ridgeline ball. Oh, and the official on the baseline said it was knocked out of Pugmire's hands and out of bounds. Looked like Pugmire had both hands on it, just kind of lost it. The backside official said it was knocked out from the back. Smith and Dimitrikov will sit. Martinson back into the ball game out front to Trey Cooper. Corden, nice move, gets to the rack, lay it up and in. Noah Corden with his first bucket. And midway through the second period, it's 25-24, Mountain Crest back on top. Jackman down the lane. Jackman to the front of the iron. Rims around and out. Grabbed by Pugmire. Pugmire waiting for some help. Andrus playing with 2 fouls, takes it. Andrus tries to spin. He gets it taken away. And then does he foul? That'll be his 3rd if he gets a little frustrated and tries to get it back. He thought he was fouled as he spun into some contact. But you can't add insult to injury by then losing your cool and coming up with your 3rd foul and not doing anybody any good sitting on the bench. And I'm sure that's what Coach Chandler Smith is telling him. Dimitrikov gets a short rest as he has to come in for Andrus. 2 team fouls on each team. 3:25 to play in this first half. A 1-point Mountain Crest lead. Now it's a 1-point Ridgeline lead with Barrett going to the line. That's going to be on Pugmire. That's his first. 3:20 to play in the first half. And Barrett with a chance to give Ridgeline a 2-point lead. And he does. 3 points for Barrett, who got the start tonight. Corden, pull up, short, rebound, everybody just lets it go. And the Riverhawks will get a chance to add to that lead. Their biggest lead has been 4, Mountain Crest's biggest lead 7. Jackman hands it off to Barrett as they run a little motion. Now Lowe gives it back to Barrett, down a little base, working on Dimitrikov. Spins in with a left-hand hook, then knocks it out of bounds. Oh, and they say it stays here. Looked like Barrett had knocked it out of bounds, but the official along the baseline had a better angle than we did. Low into Earl. Earl up, under, in. Earl with 8 points in this first half, and it's a 29-25 Ridgeline lead. High post to Dimitrikov, and they're just going to let him stand there in that zone. He turns and goes to the rim, puts it up too hard. Here comes Jackman. Jackman, lay it up, score it. Off that, miss, and it's a timeout on the floor as Jackman with 4 in the quarter, 6 in the half, and he gives Ridgeline a 6-point lead at 31-25 with 2:22 to play in the first half on the game of the week. If you can hear this song and you know that it's a Peter Gunn, is that his name, the Peter Gunn theme, then you are old enough that you need hearing aids. I probably need them because I know. You listen to it loud, you listen to it long, and you know where you need to go? Go to cashhearing.com and see what Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology can do for you. Dr. Paul Danes, he has more letters behind his name than the alphabet, and he can help you get back to hearing life clearly again. See what you've been missing out on at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. .2:15 to play in the first half, 31-25 Ridgeline. Mountain Crest is led by as many as 7. This is Ridgeline's largest lead. Martinson fires away. Martinson now with 6. Under 2 minutes to play in the half, and a good first half here in Hyrum. Earl leans in, misses. Rebounded by the sophomore. Pugmire hands it off to Muir. Back to Pugmire, we're on the other side. Cooper to the rim. That was not English. There was no English on that ball. Pig Latin at best. Cooper with 8, and we got a foul at the other end. As Cooper had knocked it down to a 2-point lead. And now Cooper picks up a foul, his first on the other end, and it's an and-one situation for Lowe. 10 for Lowe. They got it for 8 on the big board. I've got him for 10. Looking to make it a 5-point lead. Free throw, no good. Rebounded by Dimitrikov. 1:25 to play in the half. 3 on the way by Muir. Just about banked it in. That came off his hand a little funny. Wonder if Lowe got a piece of it. Lowe to the rack, short. Rebounded by Dimitrikov. Saved on the sideline by Martinson. Martinson out to Cooper. Dimitrikov hands it off to Muir. Back to Dimitrikov. Now the handoff to Cooper. Muir fakes the 3, drives in. Dimitrikov doesn't want that 3. Martinson does, won't go. Chasing it to the sideline is Martinson, and he can't get there. It's a 4-point ball game with 53.7 on the clock. Ridgeline leading Mountain Crest. 18 seconds between the game and shot clock, so plenty of time. Jackman in some trouble, gets it back, puts it up, misses. Rebounded by Martinson. Dimitrikov and Martinson play catch. And Chandler Smith wants a timeout. 27 on the shot clock, 33 on the game clock. Mountain Crest trails by 4, looking to cut into that Ridgeline lead on the game of the week. Your brand deserves the best, and at the Logo Shop, they specialize in custom apparel, hats, and promotional products that will make you stand out. Take a look on Facebook, social media. Go to welogostuff.com or welogostuff.mypromohq. Sorry, welogostuff.mypromohq.com. Try that again to see what they can do for you. The Logo Shop, We Logo Stuff, all kinds of stuff. Coach Chandler Smith, we had a good conversation today. He said this year, each year brings a different challenge. He knows what coaching is going to be when he gets into it. You know, this year's a little different than last year. Last year different from the year before. And always a new challenge. And one thing he did say about coaching, he said, coaching in this region, he said, it's a lot of fun because of the relationship between all the coaches. He said, I feel like I've got a great relationship with all of the coaches here in this region. It's great to be able to talk shop and see what they're doing and learn from them. And he comes from a long line of coaches, of course. Con Smith, Pops, and Chandler's going to be a father for the 5th time. His wife's due here in about 3 weeks. He'll have his own starting lineup. Taken away, and now it's loose again. On the court, on the line, going back the other way. Mountain Crest will end up getting the final shot as both teams trade turnovers. .3 left in the first half. Mountain Crest trails by 4, 33-29. It was a high-scoring game last time these two teams played, and it looks like it might be a fairly high-scoring game again tonight. Cooper, 3 on the way, off the front of the iron, kept alive. Time for a shot. Won't go as Hansen fired away from midcourt. But Ridgeline catches up and takes the lead, 33-29 as we head to the half on the Game of the Week.
Here's your biggie bag. All that food for $5, that's my go-to.
Ooh, that's my ride or die.
Just like you and me. Bag boys. Bag boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring your food?
Go biggie and get all this with the JBC for just $5.
Nothing motivates me more than when someone tells me that I can't do something.
In times where she's crashed and fallen down, they have to pull her off the course. She just wants to keep going.
Are you gonna sit here and let someone else beat you, or are you gonna give it all that you got?
Who do you think it is?
Over the past 25 years, Wendy's has had the incredible honor of getting to know many of the most esteemed student athletes from across our country.
I just want to say thank you to Wendy's for giving high school students the chance to get recognized for the wonderful things that we do in our communities.
Wendy's founder Dave Thomas launched the Wendy's High School Heisman Program in 1994 as a way to identify and honor the nation's most remarkable high school seniors. Students that go above and beyond on the field, in the classroom, and in their communities.
She is the only one bringing books to the track meet. She is the only one studying on the bus.
It's not all about sports. It's not all about succeeding academically. It's about knowing who you are.
I don't necessarily worry about wins and losses here as much as I worry about what kind of people we're raising.
You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have to fight for what you believe in.
In the end, it was the students who honored us by sharing their inspiring stories.
I had to wear a patch on my eye every day. I was the freak of the school.
Losing friends, family members, it's like, am I going to be next?
All the hard work that she's put in that nobody has ever seen, it's incredible.
With every new Heisman class, the Wendy's family has had the privilege to see firsthand what the untiring commitment to excellence really looks like. We've met countless students who live and breathe the same values that fuel Wendy's success every day. A never-ending aspiration to do better, along with a passionate heart for serving others.
I want to have an impact, and even if I can't change the world, I can change one person.
Along the way, we've watched as program participants have built a legacy of inspiration that rivals Dave's own. The legacy will live on, serving as a shining example for future generations of students committed to realizing their own goals. The Wendy's family thanks every Wendy's High School Heisman applicant, every high school administrator, teacher, and coach, and every parent who full-heartedly supported this program and allowed us the privilege of witnessing and sharing your stories of greatness. Because in the end, it was you that inspired us.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Halftime at Mountain Crest. Ridgeline leads Mountain Crest 33-29 as we get ready to start the second half. Eric Olson along with you on tonight's Game of the Week here on the Valley Channel. Ridgeline was led by Dawson Lowe. Lowe with 10 points. 8 points for Cam Earl. Tyler Jackman with 6. Pinocchio off the bench with 4. 3 for Cade Barrett and 2 for Harrison Putnam. Playing without Cooper Hall tonight are the River Hawks. Don't know if I mentioned that there in that first half as he's dealing with a little bit of an injury. For Mountain Crest, they had 7 players score. Trey Cooper with 8. 6 apiece for Tayton Martinson and Cale Muir. 3 points for Easton Pugmire. And then 2 apiece for Dimitrikov, Andrus, and Corden. Mason Smith played and did not score for the Mustangs. Logan's leading Skyview 31-20 at the half. That's a score that was forwarded on to us. That would be an upset. In this one, Mountain Crest, they're tied with Logan at 2-9 at the bottom of the region, and they're trying to pull the upset here against Ridgeline, who's second in region play. They're holding play up while they get people off the floor. They had a big halftime where they had recognition for the senior cheer and song leaders, and there were a lot of them. So there were a lot of people on the floor. They recognized the basketball players before the game, and then those cheer and song leaders at the half. And they put in a ton of work as well all year long. It's good for them to get recognition. And we're underway here in the second half. 33-29, Ridgeline. And they start the second half dumping it into Putnam. Turns in, good look, and one. Lots of and ones here in this ball game for Ridgeline. Dimitrikov picks up his second. 8 fouls in that first half on Mountain Crest, 3 on Ridgeline. And Mountain Crest picks up an early foul as well here, and Putnam with the three-point play, a miss and a rebound by Ridgeline. Earl spins to his right all the way to the rim. Ridgeline very decisive in their first 2 offensive possessions in attacking the basket. And suddenly it's a 9-point lead. Turnover by Mountain Crest, their 7th of the night. 38-29, and just like that, we're in the danger zone. Danger time for the Mustangs. A miss there by Jackman. Martinson has it taken away. Lowe with the pilfer. Lay it up and in. Lowe with 12, and the Mustangs want a timeout as they come out of the locker room down by 4. And in a minute and 6 seconds, they're now down by 11. 40-29, Ridgeline leading with 6:54 to play in the third quarter on the game of the week. Eric Clapton bringing us out. And you know, when I hear Eric Clapton, you know what I think of? Bread. No. The old gristmill bread. No, because it's awesome. Cream. It goes with the bread. I knew that. Craving something homemade, Old Gristmill Bakery has you covered. Enjoy their famous bread, sweet treat, made-to-order sandwiches, all crafted with care. Kaysville, Ogden, Brigham City, 2 Logan locations. OldGristmillBreadCompany.com. The Old Gristmill, a Game of the Week sponsor. All right, the Mustangs now suddenly find themselves in their deepest hole of the night, down by 11. They've led in the first half by as many as 7. That was in the first quarter, and the second quarter was a seesaw battle. And Ridgeline comes out of the locker room blazing hot. A 7-0 run in the first 106 of this third quarter. Dimitrikov looking inside, and Lowe takes it away. Another steal. Lowe fouled on the way in by Martinson. Dimitrikov's looking inside to his right, and coming from the left side is Lowe for the steal. Second in 4A in steals at 2.5 per game. Stokes at Green Canyon is number 1 in 4A at 2.6, so Lowe is right there. Three turnovers for Mountain Crest in the early going here in this third quarter. 9 turnovers on the night. Not the way they wanted to come out of the locker room. Lowe with the free throw. He makes 1 of 2, and it's 42-29. Check that, he made them both. Down the lane, Gordon gets everybody in the air and then feeds it down to Smith. Out front, Cooper's 3 won't go. Rebound out front to Harrison. Lowe cherry picking. He wasn't cherry picking, he just took off early. 16 for Lowe. Dawson Lowe, the 5'11 senior. Dad does the PA for football. Baseline, Pugmire misses. He went up and under when he could have just laid it right in. And it's been a nightmarish start to this second half for Mountain Crest. They were down by 4 at the half, now they're down by 15. 3 on the way, won't go. Barrett with the rebound, turns to his left, loses control. It's on the floor. Everybody looking for it, and it goes out of bounds off Barrett. Brenchley into the ball game along with Pinoki. Barrett and Earl have a seat. Cooper, Andrus, Pugmire, Smith, and Corden for Mountain Crest. Here's the handoff to Smith, who's scoreless. Throwing that backdoor lob to Pugmire. He catches it, puts it up and in, and finally the Mustangs get a bucket here in this third quarter. 4:59 to play in the third. 44-31 Ridgeline. An 11-2 run to start this second half. Lowe looking at the three, likes what he sees. 19 for Lowe. Here's a steal by Putnam. Kind of a lazy pass, and Putnam off at 2 feet. Misses the dunk, but Brenchley comes up with it out front. Tried to tomahawk that off 2 hands, and he missed it. Lowe to the rim. Won't go, rebounded by Cooper. Cooper slowed down by Jackman, and he finds Smith. Smith in the corner to Andrus. Andrus drives on Pinoki. Pugmire ends up with it and then loses it. 10 turnovers now for the Mustangs, 4 in this quarter. We played just over half of this third period. 47-31 Ridgeline. Lowe looks down low to Jackman. Nice entry pass. Jackman turns easy, does it. He's got 8. And it's an 18-point lead now for Ridgeline. Mountain Crest playing catch with it out on the perimeter. Pugmire started his roll and then for some reason stopped, and Corden turns it over as he tried to bounce it into Pugmire, who just stopped on his route. And timeout. Ridgeline, as they were in trouble at the other end. Ridgeline with a chance to go up by 20 with 3:16 to play in the third. 49-31 Ridgeline on the game of the week. Are you looking to upgrade your outdoor space? You might as well start thinking about spring, since it's been spring all winter anyway. Did we have a winter this year? Custom Fence in Logan specializes in durable, stylish fencing solutions tailored to your needs, whether you're looking for privacy, security, curb appeal. They've got you covered at Custom Fence. Visit CustomFence.com and see why they're Logan's most trusted fencing experts. In fact, one of the West's most trusted fencing experts, Custom Fence, a Game of the Week sponsor. A 16-2 run to start this second half for Ridgeline. And they are now firmly in control, 49-31. Very entertaining first half, but it's gotten out of hands in a hurry here. Mountain Crest is going to have to string together some stops and some makes at the other end to try to get back in this one. And there's one stop as Ridgeline turns it over. We dip under the 3-minute mark of this third period. Cross-court pass, stolen away, 12 turnovers. Jackman takes it all the way to the rack, miss it. Rebounded by Muir, ahead to Pugmire, who wasn't looking for it, yet he gets it somehow, and he puts it up and in. That's the fast break the hard way. Pugmire with 7. 49-33. J.T. White into the ball game for Ridgeline. Earl has it taken away by Andrus. Well, Mountain Crest playing with a little bit more urgency. And White fouls Andrus. Because J.T. White, great running back for this Ridgeline football team. White picking up his first. White had a heck of a season, as did Ridgeline. I was shocked that they didn't end up in the title game. 3 on the way and good by Muir. His 3rd triple. He's got 9. 49-36. Mountain Crest trying to creep back into it after being down by 18. Little 5-0 mini run. Lowe getting into the lane. Gets it over to Barrett, who's all alone in the paint. Timeout Ridgeline after the make. Barrett with 5. 51-36. Ridgeline, 1:51 to play in the 3rd on the game of the week. Hey, the 2025 seed catalog is now online at AndersonSeedandGarden.com. They've also got gardening classes, all levels, for all levels, whether you're a pretty good gardener, a brand new beginner, or somebody that's been doing it for a while. They've got expert guidance in their gardening classes. Sign up today, and don't forget about their 5-step lawn care program to have your lawn looking lush and green and healthy all season long. AndersonSeedandGarden.com. Anderson Seed and Garden, a Game of the Week sponsor. Last time these two teams played, it was an overtime win for Ridgeline. They just couldn't finish. They were playing 4 sophomores and a junior for Mountain Crest. Coach Smith said, you know, they competed hard in that game. They really competed hard. He said he was proud of that. He said that, you know, they was just trying to learn how to put it together and win. He's played a few more seniors tonight, as Coach Smith, specifically Muir and Cooper. Muir and Cooper. Let's see, Muir's on the court. Cooper's on the bench right now. Martinson's in there. Smith with the ball. Andrus is high post, and Dimitrikov is running the baseline. Lob it into Dimitrikov down on the block. Back out front. Martinson 3. Rims around and out. Put back by Muir too hard. And Lowe takes it back up court the other way. Lowe kick it out to Earl. Earl looking at a 3. Likes what he sees. Cam Earl now with 13. And it's back up to an 18-point lead. Mountain Crest had cut it down to 13. With a 5-0 run of their own, but there's Ridgeline answering. Andrus, bump, no foul. Rebounded by Barrett. Under a minute to play in the 3rd, 54-36. Ridgeline leading. Ridgeline averaging 60 points per ball game as we get a foul down low as Lowe hits the deck. That's Martinson. 3rd team foul, and Martinson picks up the foul. And that's his 4th. Putnam hands it off to Lowe. Inside, little push shot up and in by Hansen. And he's on the board, and it's a 20-point ball game. Ridgeline leading Mountain Crest. Cooper back into the ball game now for the Mustangs. Ridgeline's really overplaying those passing lanes, really taken off when it looks like a pass might be coming. And it's worked for them as they've been able to come up with some steals here in this 3rd. In the corner, Muir, 3-ball. Rims around, won't go. Tries to steal back the rebound, but Lowe with the sure hands gets it the other way. Earl 3 won't go at the buzzer. He knew what time was left, and he beat the clock, but the ball wouldn't go down, and it's a 56-36 lead for Ridgeline as we head to the 4th on the Game of the Week. guys, oh guys, oh guys. You know, and Wendy's is always so fantastic. It's even better when you can get a good deal. They're biggie bags, anywhere between $4 and $7 depending on what you get. But you get a burger, you get a chicken sandwich, and it comes with, you don't get them both together, you get them either or, right? Depending on which biggie bag that you order. It comes with fries, a drink, and a 4-piece nuggets. The biggie bags at Wendy's are where it's at. And don't forget about their Wendy's, the new Wendy's app. App's the way to order as well, right? You get on there, you make your order, you pay for it. Before you even leave your house, you head down there, you pick it up. Get to enjoy it on the way wherever you're going. Or you have them deliver, because you can have your favorite food delivery service deliver it to you as well. Wendy's, a Game of the Week sponsor.
Serving your financial needs from Preston to St. George since 1905.
Here we go with the fourth quarter. 56-36. Ridgeline used a 23-7 third quarter to break this ball game wide open. It was 17-12 at the end of one. Mountain Crest led by 5. Ridgeline took the lead in the second half with a 21-12 quarter in that second quarter, and then 23-7 in that third. Entry pass down to Dimitrikov. See if he looks for his shot. He's not. Now he finally leans in, puts it up. One-hand push shot won't go, as Barrett wouldn't move off that block. Dimitrikov has been more of a facilitator in the score tonight. Red C parts, or the orange C parts for Lowe. He runs right down the middle and runs right over one of the Mustangs for an offensive foul. 9th turnover for the Riverhawks. Lowe with his second foul. 19 points for Dawson Lowe. He leads all scorers. Andrus up top. They go down low to Dimitrikov again. He leans in, pushes it up again and misses. And it's knocked out of bounds by Lowe. Same shot as last time. This time he was a little more forceful towards the middle. Just off on the shot. Smith looking to trigger inbounds, finds Cooper. Out front to Muir. Smith with it again. Smith has not scored this evening. Smith into the lane, leaves it off for Dimitrikov. Smith averaging 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. I'm not sure I remember him even taking a shot tonight. Andrus backs it out, steps back, fires it up, misses. Lowe collects the board. Putnam working against Andrus, kicks it back out to Lowe. Hand off to Earl. Jackman turns to his right, scores it. Jackman now in double figures with 10. Six minutes to play in the ball game. A 22-point lead for Ridgeline on senior night at Mountain Crest. Mountain Crest led after one quarter, down by 4 at the half. And now down by 22 after a huge third quarter. Dimitrikov finally finds the range. Dimitrikov with only 4 points on the evening. You could see even on that one, he was looking to dish rather than to pass, or excuse me, rather than to shoot. Barrett turns and sets the pick, and he's a little late, and he picks up the foul. That's his first team foul against Ridgeline. Hugmeyer back in, as is Corden. Look at the brackets for the playoffs. We could get a Ridgeline versus either Skyview or Logan second round game next Saturday afternoon if the brackets stay how they are right now. That's not a given as Mountain Crest turns it over for the 13th time. Spin in, put it in for Putnam. 7 for Putnam. If that's the case, if you've got Ridgeline playing either Skyview or Logan next Saturday, we may end up doing that ball game as our Game of the Week playoff edition game. Only have one as Dimitrikov misses. We'll only do one playoff game as the state has the rights to other broadcasters when they get into the playoffs. Low. Now with 21. It'll be another year in the books, though, for the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. The Valley Channel broadcasting Valley sports since 1987. 3. Good by Martinson. 62-41. As we head for a timeout, 4:16 to play. Ridgeline leads Mountain Crest on the Game of the Week. If you're craving a slice of perfection, head to the Factory Pizzeria in Logan with hand-tossed pizzas, fresh ingredients, and that laid-back vibe. It's a perfect spot to kick back with friends or family. Check out their menu and specials on social media or on thefactorypizzeria.com. Check them out for the best pizza in town. Factory Pizzeria, a Game of the Week sponsor. Now we go to the man in black. There's Johnny Cash. He's walking lines. He's got Rings of Fire, shot a man in Reno, etc., etc. See if I can see an update on that Skyview Logan game. Logan still leads Skyview in the fourth quarter, 37-35, but Skyview outscoring Logan 15-6 in that third quarter to get back into that ball game. They were down by 11 were the Bobcats at the half. That game being played at Skyview. Parker Reynolds, number 21, in the ball game now. He's got the ball. Entry pass to Earl. Earl at the 4-minute mark. Nice little up and under move. 15 for Cam Earl. Last couple of games we've watched Earl, he's just quietly put up a couple of real solid games. Pugmire keeps that one alive. Muir's putback won't go, but he'll go to the free throw line. Third foul of this fourth quarter. Ridgeline. And they call it on Earl. Muir gets 2. Muir with 3 3-pointers tonight. That free throw gets him into double digits. Muir hits them both. He's got 11. 64-43, Ridgeline. Loose ball picked up by Brenchley. Brenchley, White, Reynolds. Ball up, ball in for Brenchley. If that name sounds familiar, yep, he's one of those Brenchleys. Landon Jackson. Played at Mountain Crest and Ridgeline. I think he's the caboose. I can't remember. Saw his parents sitting down here in front of him. There's a foul on the rebound. Brock Fuller grabs the board. Coach Wadsworth has gone to his bench. Brenchley, Reynolds, Fuller, Hanson. Who am I missing? And JT White. 2:40 to play in a 67-43 ball game. Ridgeline cruising to their 18th win of the year, going into the playoffs on a winning note. As Hansen fires away from long range and hits. 5 for Hansen. 70-43. Foul out front on the drive.
Fouls on JT White, his second, 13 foul.
JT White picks up his second.
Production 4, team foul.
Crew Cox and Easton Bamey into the ball game. As Hansen and Brenchley sit. Andrews working against Cox, leans in and misses. We'll see if it's Crew Cox that picks up the foul.
Fouls on Brock Fuller, his first.
It's not, it's on Fuller. And that's team foul number 5. Free throws the rest of the way for Mountain Crest. 9 fouls in the ball game for Ridgeline. Andrews misses. Andrews with only 2 points tonight. Well below his 10-point average. He misses both. First trip to the line for Andrews tonight. Reynolds down the lane, loses it. 10th turnover for Ridgeline. Andrews is going to take it all the way in, lay it up too hard, and he's fouled by Easton Bamey. Andrews missed the last 2. He's going to get a chance for 2 more. Now Andrews hits. All seniors on the floor for Mountain Crest. Close out this ball game, get them their last couple of minutes on this floor. They'll start on the road and probably stay on the road as long as they stay alive in the playoffs. Because right now they're sitting at that 21st spot in the RPI. Shot won't go for Fuller. Rebounded by Muir. 90 seconds to play here in this ball game. 70-45. Ridgeline with a 25-point lead. Martinson looking at a 3, liking what he sees. Martinson with a dozen. Reynolds all the way to the other end for the answer. Spinning in, Martinson misses. Rebounded by Fuller. Under a minute to play in this one. 72-48. Tapped away by Dimitrikov. He gets it back. Fuller going to work on it. Fuller turns it over. Cooper scoops it out to Martinson in the corner. Martinson from the left side, lay it up and in, and he'll go to the free throw line. 14 for Martinson, looking to make it 15. He's the leading scorer for the Mustangs tonight. He got the start, now Chandler Smith is going to empty his bench. The Mustang players get a hand. Martinson misses. Bamey fouled on the way in. Braden Larson into the ball game. He picks up the foul. See if Martinson heads for the bench. Laney hits the first. Gordon will replace him. Brand's out there for him. Brand's seen a lot of time this season as well. Didn't see much time in tonight's game. Kai Passy, number 40, is out there as well from Mountain Crest.
Just like wrestling! Just like wrestling!
To the rack. And the finish for Brands. 74-52. Ridgeline does not have to take a shot. Reynolds will dribble out the clock as we're under 10 seconds to play. 74-52. Ridgeline improves to 18-5. Mountain Crest drops to 5-18. The playoffs start next week. Keep an eye on our Facebook page and for our X account to see which game we will be covering next Friday. Led Zeppelin takes us into the weekend. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel. The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music, music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.
Spicy chicken nugs. We didn't say Wendy's, but you probably thought Wendy's. And you thought right. But you probably didn't think they'd be free with any purchase through the Wendy's app.